Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for Gemini season. I'm going to start with a past, present, and future spread. I feel like that's been the theme for me reading for myself, so I'm just going to go with that. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you again for joining me. Okay. We are going to experience a Mercury retrograde soon. So if you find yourself dealing with a lot of delays, inconveniences, just things like, it's like little things that just can go wrong. Just have patience. It's just part of the deal for Mercury retrograde. You know, it's a Gemini planet and it's an air sign, so it does affect you as far as, you know, relationships with others, your reactivity, your imagination, all of that. Okay. All right, Aquarius. I'm seeing that as of late, you've always been the type of person to be very focused and dedicated when it comes to your resources, when it comes to ensuring that you have what you need when you need it. And also just being around good company. I feel like that's been of importance too. Like, you're not the type of person, you are the life of the party, and anyone who wants to come in and ruin that party, you will make sure that you kick them out. Like, that's your vibe. And I feel like it's worked out for you when it comes to who you are around, and how money flows. Also, when it comes to your temperament, you have to be in a good space, in a good mood, in a good to have positivity so you can attract that abundance as well. Okay? So sixes and sevens are coming out. So, I feel lately there a lot of people are going through a lot of transition in Gemini season. I think it could be because of the retrograde. But I've never seen the retrograde be this impactful, though. There is a relationship, one that you value very much. There's a sense of feeling overwhelmed with this person. Perhaps for some of you, it's just a lot of things happening at once with them. Or there's just the need to no longer continue a friendship. It's weighing out your options and just finally deciding to not consider returning or reconciling with someone. I feel like if that is the case for some of you, the cards are telling me that you already know the answer. You know what you have to do. Aquarius, you have to push through with it. It's not a wish fulfillment per se. Your card is not here, the star, but it's something that you know has to be done. So I'm just saying, if you're going through that, you already know what you have to do. I don't have to tell you. But it is very important for you to just be in a good space of peace, of you know, activity, of creation, of fun, while also being stable and while also enjoying the fruits of your labor. You've worked really hard. You just want to enjoy yourself, and you don't want to dedicate to people who just, you know, are miserable and just wants to like steal from you just because you feel happy in your own life. It bothers people that they just want to take from you. But there is someone in particular that you hold very dear to, or it has a really huge significance and importance, but it's going to bother you that you have to kind of, you know, cut the cord with them, or put yourself in a situation where you may have to make a decision that impacts them and they end up feeling stuck or bound to something, but it's something that had to be done. So it could be like a family member situation, something with the home, but there's a need to let something go, or to know what decision you have to do despite the circumstance. It's just, you have to do it. I don't know how else to say it, Aquarius, but as cold and as logical as that could be, it's just something you got to do, and you know that. Maybe you have to wait until you get into that space where you can detach. But if that's the case, then when you get in that space, you will be able to cut the cord. Death again. Whew. Cancer went through this too. I'm telling you, everyone's bleeding into Cancer season and into Cancer's reading and vice versa. Okay, Aquarius. That decision you have to make to just finally either remove yourself from being pinned or being in a redundant situation that does make you feel pinned or makes you feel stuck, right? Because when he's pinned, you can't move. You're kind of forked in, right? And it's because of other people. As I said, you know that this is necessary. And I think what hurts the most is it's like the remorse you may feel may have to do more with the outcome for that other person, right? You know it's something that has to be done, but you still feel remorse for the other person because now this is a road that they have to endure on their own, or they have to kind of figure out their own mess. And it's something that's very dark and heavy, and you are the star. You provide that light. You provide wish fulfillment for other people, a helping hand. You are the boost. But some people need to learn the hard way, or you need to stay out of whatever this karmic road or whatever that this person has to endure. You can't be a part of it anymore. That's basically what I'm saying. Because you're taking away the karma and the lessons that this person should be learning if they were to be on their own. And you know this is not a surprise, but I think this person is someone you've known and hold a very dear space for, that it's harder. It's harder than it seems. It's harder than it feels to just separate and allow people to fend on their own. So, but other than that, everything in your life is going pretty well, except for this thing. This is something that you're going to have to really work through. All right. Especially into Cancer season. So let's see what Moonology cards come out for you, Aquarius. Action. You see? I'm going to leave that right there. So you see. And then we have darkness. A lot of people are getting these like dark cards for Cancer, like leading into Cancer season. Maybe by the new moon in Gemini, you may feel that. Because that's closer to Cancer season when that new moon comes in. I mean, we just had the new moon in Taurus last weekend. All right. So, surrender. We have darkness, we have surrender, we have action. So, like I said, it's time for you to surrender certain things you can't control. Let people learn. Let people stand, on their own. Let them make mistakes. Let them be tested. You may be surprised the resiliency some people have. Some people just have to reach a certain threshold of rock bottom before that space, that energy can emerge out of the dark. When it surrenders and it decides to merge out of the dark rather than letting the dark consume it. Right? Like beautiful stuff, Aquarius. So I'm just going to give you one more visual because I don't know why I even took it away yet, but that's what's going to happen in Gemini season, okay? So it's a lot of just having awareness and making something understood and then being able to do what you got to do. All right? You got this. I know you do. I will see you in Cancer season. Thanks again for watching. Bye, Aquarius.